Hi guys, it's Stu from Maple Engineering. I'm just going to do a quick video on our male picking charts. This one's for the male president. You get three charts, so you get the main chart which plots the gates, and then you get two of these charts. This one is going 1 to 7 and the other one is 2 to 8 because it depends on how your clicker's set up, how it's marked out. You would obviously, if you was picking this, you'd put that on the safe. You can see that this guide, the magnetic guide, it does go over the quite large escutcheons, and you want this vertical line at the 12 o'clock to be vertical and at 12 o'clock on the safe. So that can just be out of the way there. And then I've already put the pointer on and calibrated it. Obviously this is not a picking video, it's just a demonstration video, so we'll cover that in another video. Now, if I was going to pick this lock, because the levers are not individually sprung, you have to lock the levers up at a known location. So what I would do is I would go through the lock and I would just get the pointer, light tension, and I would touch one, then I would touch one, then I'd move to the next one, touch one, and eventually the lock would lock up at 1. It might mean that one of the levers engages at 3 and locks up, and you might have to then pick it over, but you want to start everything at 1. Some people do it from 6, but I do it from 1. Once that's done, you'll see on our charts that the first lever position is already marked. Now in this instance, if the lock had locked up and lever number 1 was bound and I moved, then I sort of skipped it out of anti-pick to 2 and 2, I would plot that on the chart and I would continue to go that way. In this instance, I've got the keys, so if you haven't got a make-up key and you've got to snap part off the key, you can decode the key by eye and then just dial it in. Or you might have a really badly worn key so that you can decode and you can open it, if you haven't got a make-up key. So in this instance then, I know that the code from bow to tip is 1355613. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the pointer, and this will demonstrate the use of the pointer of the chart and how you work it. So in this instance, I'm going to go to the front. We know the front lever's free, so light tension, touch 3 and touch 3. Bring it back 1, 1, 1. You can hear the levers clicking as they're going along the anti-pick notches. The next one is 6 and touch 6. Next one is 5, 5. Next one is 5 and 5. Next one is 3 and the next one is 1. So let's click round now. So now again, light tension, that's 3. That's 1, you've probably heard that. That's at 5. That's at 5. Next one's at 3. And the next one's at 1. So this is now nearly open. So this first one is 3, 3. Next one is 1, 1. Next one is 6. And I've got 5, 5. Then I've got 3 and 1. So they're all sort of there now. I'm just going to lock them up now. So that's at 3, 1. Go back to 3. So the first one is 3. Next one is 6, locked up. I'm just going to skip out of anti-pick as if I was picking the lock. Right, so I've gone to 1 now, so I'm going to... 3's not quite locking up. That's at 3. That's at 1. That's at 6. That's at 5. That's at 5. That's at 3 and it's tapping in gate, and that's at 1. So let's just double check now. Right, so 3. And then 1, 6 is in gate, can you hear that? 5, right, that's wrong, I'm going to skip that out. Right, so 3, 3, 1, 6, 5, 5, 3, 1, light tension, there, safer. So with the information that we've got on the actual chart, you can take it, lock everything up at 1 and then obviously start the picking process, or you could use it like a decoder. So lock everything up at number 1, note down which ones are right, and then lock everything up at 2, note down which ones are right, and then eventually you'll get a code and then you would just dial that in. Again, like I said, it's not a picking lesson, but it's just a demonstration of the charts. I've just finished and signed off the Mauer variator or Prater charts. Then we're going to be doing the Stuve and the Cowie and a few others, the Arga and like. But as you can see, there's a lot of information that can be gained from the lock, and it's a nice way of learning to pick. And I just thought that these charts, you know, they're flexible, they're bendy, they go on the smallest of safes. They do just clean off if you use a non-permanent pen, or just use some deodorant to get rid of it. And, you know, even if I was picking that safe, I could just put that there and plot it down there, or I could put it up there and plot it there, or I could just put it on the floor. But they're quite strong magnets. They're really nice. I'm really pleased with them. The size works really well. They are quite popular. And like I say, we are bringing new ones out, but they're definitely worth to have as